지난 6월 18일 타이타닉호 관광 잠수정이 폭발하는 안타까운 사건이 발생했습니다. 우리 대중들에게는 워낙 생소한 초고가의 심해 관광인 만큼 대체 왜 이런 일이 발생했는지 그 사고 원인에 대한 전 세계인들의 관심이 쏠리고 있는데요. 아직 명확하게 밝혀진 바는 없지만 많은 사람들이 잠수정 선체의 허술함을 지적하고 있습니다. 이 잠수정을 만든 회사 오션게이트의 CEO이자 잠수정 탑승객이기도 했던 스톡튼 러쉬의 사고 전 인터뷰에서도 그 내용을 확인할 수 있었는데요.
We only have one button, that's it.
Wait a minute, I've seen submersibles and they are banks of controls, like cockpit after cockpit.
Exactly. And this is to other submersibles what the iPhone was to the BlackBerry.
Many of its components seemed surprisingly cheap.
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on! Does that not raise anybody's eyebrows in the industry?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely an outlier. There were a lot of rules out there that didn't make engineering sense to me.
물론 러쉬의 이런 안전에 대한 자신감은 본인 역시 직접 그 잠수정에 탑승을 했던 만큼 진심이었던 걸로 보입니다. 그런데 궁금하실 겁니다. CEO야 그렇다 쳐도 나머지 탑승객들은 이 위험해 보이는 잠수정에 왜 탑승하기로 결정한 걸까요? 첫 번째는 역시 CEO의 전문성에 대한 믿음이었습니다.
First of all, Stockton Rush had the credentials.
He majored in aerospace engineering at Princeton. He designed and flew his own airplanes. He designed previous submersibles.
두 번째는 함께 탑승한 해양 전문가의 경력에 대한 믿음이었습니다.
Over the years, he'd been to the Titanic more than just about anyone.
How many times have you been?
With the last dive, 37 times.
How different is the Titan from those other subs?
Completely different. Most of them, you have a sphere.
Was there never a point when you wondered about the safety of the sub at that depth?
No. 2 or 3 years ago, I had a phone call with Stockton, and he explained to me that he was doing a lot of tests. He showed me the ways they were building the stuff. I said, okay, that's fine.
그런데 이 잠수정에 타려다 마지막에 결국 타지 않기로 하면서 비극을 피해간 사람들이 있었는데요. 바로 미국 라스베이거스 억만장자 제이 블룸과 그의 아들 션이었습니다. 그들은 왜 잠수정 탑승을 거절한 걸까요? 먼저 아들 션의 답변을 들어보겠습니다.
Before the news initially broke, when we were considering actually going on the submarine ourselves, one of the safety concerns I had before getting on was literally about the structural integrity of the submarine. Before we got on, I saw a video of Stockton explaining how the submarine worked with the remote and everything like that. I just didn't think that it could survive going that low into the ocean, so ultimately I ended up warning my dad about it, and he ended up agreeing with me, and when we tried to ask Stockton questions, he kind of brushed it off a little bit.
결국 그는 잠수정 선체의 허술함에 불안감을 느껴 아버지를 설득했다는 건데요. 그의 아버지 제이 블룸도 아들의 제안을 선뜻 받아들인 이유가 있었습니다. 바로 CEO인 러쉬가 그의 최종 탑승 결정을 설득하기 위해 라스베이거스까지 날아왔을 때의 일인데요.
I know that he went to Vegas. He actually traveled to Vegas to see you, to try to meet with you, to close the deal. What about that trip raised a red flag?
Stockton, I think his heart was in the right place. He really was passionate about his project and he believed everything he was saying. But one of the things that concerned me was he told me he was flying in to see me and he was landing at North Las Vegas Airport, which is an odd selection. Most people that come in privately come into either McCarran or they come into Henderson Executive. And I asked him why, and he said he was coming in on a two-seater experimental plane that he built. And I started to think about it was he has a different risk appetite than I do. I'm a pilot. I have my helicopter pilot's license. I wouldn't get into an experimental aircraft.
물론 그도 그의 이런 생각을 러쉬에게 전달하지 않은 건 아니었습니다.
Did you ever convey to Stockton Rush safety concerns?
We met a couple of times in person, and we talked about the safety concerns. And I think he had so much passion for the project that he was blinded by it. He wasn't objective, and he didn't look at things that I saw and that others saw that were problematic because it just didn't fit his narrative.
두 부자는 이런 이유들로 정말 가고 싶었던 타이타닉 관광 여행을 포기했고 아이러니하게도 목숨을 건질 수 있었습니다. 물론 그들의 추측이 실제 사고의 원인이 아닐 수 있습니다. 최근에서야 잠수정에 잔해들이 발견되면서 조사에 본격 착수할 예정이라고 하는데요. 부디 다시는 이런 비극이 발생하지 않도록 정확한 원인 분석과 함께 엄격한 안전관리 기준이 세워지길 바라겠습니다. 이상 뉴스니었습니다.
Does that not raise anybody's eyebrows in the industry? Does that not raise anybody's eyebrows in the industry? Does that not raise anybody's eyebrows in the industry?
One of the safety concerns I had before getting on was literally about the structural integrity of the submarine. One of the safety concerns I had before getting on was literally about the structural integrity of the submarine. One of the safety concerns I had before getting on was literally about the structural integrity of the submarine.
I think his heart was in the right place. I think his heart was in the right place. I think his heart was in the right place.